ever since we've been here, we've been nothing but what they want us to be. A murderer, a rapist, a drug addict, these things are respected here in America. All your life, you had approached the Senate, yes, the White House. See, you look for justice, but you get injustice. You like a dog just roaming. And that dogs get whooping each day or each hour. Into the midnight hour. See, you like the story of Balaam beating that donkey. Understanding that donkey was whooped. Understanding today, the mistreatment, are continuing to increase. Most of you will say, well, this is a hateful speech. Now, shut off his continent. Shut him off. Most of you probably want to just find me and yank my teeth out. Or probably want to just lynch me if you can find me. I say this because they hate real teachings. You see, the black, brown, red, and yellow fought this white man's wars. You mean our black fathers fought Germany? Our black fathers fought and defeat Germany. But under who orders? When black people blood was dyed in Pearl Harbor, black people blood was shed. From the assassinations, from Abraham Lincoln, that was assassinated by John W. Booth. Abraham Lincoln, a man that freed our fathers from servitude. And our father was just lucky to get released, because if George Washington, if he wanted to just do it all over again, he would tighten the chain and just do it all over again. Now, from the assassination of John F. Kennedy, here's a Republican man that was running the 35th presidency. murdered, assassinated in 1963 by Lee Harvey. And that's why I said, when every step is taken, and all the precautionary steps should be taken to provide such person safety. Riding in an open, vehicle is usually a needless risk for someone that's a high political official. The moment John F. Kennedy spoke out for the so-called Negro civilization, he was brutally assassinated. This should be a warning and a wake-up today that there's no justice here for this black man in America, in a race of people that just don't have it today for you and me, for a black, for a brown, for a red, for a yellow. And even most of you see these poor white people running around, suffering because he want to do all the ill and effect that he's doing today. So if you're a black man or you're a brown people, you gotta understand, brothers, what he's putting you through. Poverty. And ever since this idea was to keep us down. And some of us, we want to compete. When it comes to your living arrangements. He's charging you, my brothers and sisters, this high cost of living is to keep you down. The high cost of living, the high cost of food. The high cost of even gas. All this is to keep you down. Right in the South, you can go in the South and you see some, areas in the South, there's houses that's boarded up, stinking. And you got a lot of, abandoned buildings that people are trying to find somewhere to go. Our people are living in the worst stocks, trying to keep warm. But see, this enemy, he got everything to supply your needs. You see, in the rough parts down the South, children are suffering coming up from malnutrition. Children are suffering from diseases because all behind this wicked devil He want to do all the ill that he can. He's so ill that he will even watch you to destroy yourself. This is how crafty Satan is. He get brothers to turn against brothers today. And so you have in the black cultures and the hip hop culture, young people today, you see they live with, violence, murder, death, imprisonment. What do this industry promotes, you see? Well, the lyric you hear today is powerful. It's power in these lyrics you say. And each lyric we hear, you see how bad that lyric can be, that can, entice you to go kill something just off that one lyric you hear. See, some of you will go back and to befriend your murderer because some of you don't think none of it. You got to realize this young black culture ain't good. This music industry ain't good. Because whenever you consign your soul on that red dotted line, you're getting, permission. Whatever that was on that contract, if it was a blood sacrifice, brothers, if it was rituals, if it was, doing these, homosexual acts, you're going to be one that Satan going to make you. You'll be a homosexual. Satan going to test half of you. Because half of you, grew up, a gang member. So he's going to test you a gangster. He's going to see how hard you is. That's why they tell you, this blood sacrifice we'll like. Satan, he's not a person you could just take and just say that, Satan he's my friend. But he's a mastermind. That's why he came to Jesus. He says to Jesus, all these things I can just give you. You know that. If you bow down, I can give you half my kingdom. Since Satan couldn't have what God have, his opportunity was, I just go and see how many people I can trick. I'm going to see how many people I can, deceive. You see? See, understanding, my brothers and sisters, that Satan places behind us and not in front of us. So I said, how hard would it be for the rich man to get into this kingdom? And for that caramel to go into the eye of a needle? How hard would it be? For these people that stores up wealth, counting their wealth, thinking how long they can live. See, nothing changed with God. A man will reap what he sows. So America, she will have to almost to do a marvelous thing, a square deal, because it takes justice to make this thing work. She'll almost have to do a marvelous thing, because it takes every bit of freedom and justice and equality to make this work.